Nice. Cheers again.
Cheers.
Life
Life is, oh my God. Life's a bitch. Okay.
But not for you, because you've had 12 auditions in the last 5 days.
Oh my God.
What was the most exciting one? I think it was the one that you were telling me about before we got on, but is that...
Yeah,
is
I
that
don't know if I
yes?
can say that.
Okay, you don't need to say
I
it.
can't say that.
Okay,
But
this
probably that
also-
one.
This episode also probably won't come out until like mid-January,
Oh,
because I have like 6 episodes ahead of you.
okay. I don't want to talk about, I don't want to jinx it.
Fair enough.
I'm scared.
This
I'm
is
very
real wood.
superstitious. Oh, okay.
Okay. But it was exciting.
But it was exciting.
And best of luck to
Very
you.
fun. Thank you very much. I really hope it works out because, oh my God, I'd love a job.
When the SAG strike ended, did they just start flooding back in? Because you have good film experience already.
Thank you.
An agent and
Yeah.
like people that already know you in that side of the industry. So
Yeah.
was it just like the doors open and everything started pouring in?
Thank God. Yeah. It was honestly kind of crazy because it was like, we had gone so long without work and hearing anything. And then I got, the minute the strike ended, I just started getting auditions. And then I started getting people that I had worked with before, directors, casting directors reaching out to me being like, hey, now this is over. I've got this thing lined up. I have this thing ready to go. I want you to be a part of this, which is, huge. And, everything takes time. So like a lot of these things are not happening until next year or in a couple years.
Which is the worst.
But
waiting.
it's that thing of it was a nice thing to have to be like, oh my God, people remember me and people still want to work with me. And this is still a thing that happens in this industry.
Yeah.
So that was a really nice thing. But but my agent, she's on it. It was
Right.
like, it was hit the ground running, which was so nice.
Yeah.
'Cause it was like, oh, right. I'm an actor. I don't just work in a restaurant all the time. Oh my God.
Which is soul crushing.
Oh,
Soul crushing.
soul crushing.
And I've seen the restaurant you work at, and no disrespect to it, but
God
soul
bless
crushing.
it. Soul crushing.
Yeah.
God, look, I'm so lucky I work with the people I do. I love every single person I work with and they make it worth the while, but
I would love to say the same thing. But like I said, this isn't coming out until mid-January.
yeah, perfect.
So
I'm like,
probably
hopefully
be
we're
at a new place.
Hopefully
Yes.
we'll both be out of there.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Then we can go back
it's
as
a lot.
patrons. And,
Yeah, and enjoy it,
Yeah. Like walk in and be like, I haven't been here in weeks or months.
Yeah, I'd be like, wow, you guys, oh my God, hey.
What's it like on this side?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be so nice. I can't wait.
I look forward to that very much.
So good.
I've never actually been to your spot.
I can't believe that. It's
I
so
know.
nice.
It's because it's so close to where I work.
That's fair though. That's
Like,
honestly
I don't want to come down to this area.
That's fair. See, now I go to your place all the time because alcohol, you guys,
Yes.
and also it's right there.
Yeah.
I leave work and I'm like, I immediately need a drink. And I look up and it's like, home.
We also don't charge you for nearly anything.
That's so
I know
good.
I charge you for nothing.
Which is so nice. And you have to
Yeah.
charge me, you have to start charging me for something, which is crazy.
Nah.
It's crazy. See, my restaurant, they will still charge you. Like, I'll be like, give them free
Absolutely.
stuff, which is
Absolutely.
great. But they're still like,
they're
very corporate.
I had a really good experience working at a steakhouse in Midtown. I worked at Del Frisco's.
oh,
And-
fancy.
And my parents came in for Christmas because I had to work Christmas Eve. And they were like, well, we're not going to do Christmas without you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So they came in and they did dinner at the restaurant on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Pardon me. And I had Christmas Day off with them. But the SA, which is like the server that's in
okay.
manager position
Got
to
it.
help out during the holiday season, I come up and I'm like, hey, Eric, it's my parents at that table. I don't know how this works, like if there's an employee discount or whatever.
Yeah.
They had like appetizers sent as extra. They had sides sent as extra. They had their dessert sent as extra. They each had a drink. Like we had a specialty cocktail called the VIP, which is so delicious.
Oh.
And I will spill the recipe.
Please, I want it.
It's just so you know those giant like mason jars that have the spout?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the 10-gallon
Yeah.
ones you can get at Michael's or wherever.
Yeah.
Chop up like 5 pineapples, throw it all in, and then just fill to the top with Svedka. I think it's orange
Oh.
or
Shut up.
maybe citron. It's one of those two. And you just let it sit there for like a week.
A week? Oh, that's
week,
good. Oh, that's
and
good.
then and then it comes out, you shake it, and then that's it. You don't add anything else, and you cannot taste the alcohol.
See, now that's the perfect cocktail.
It's dangerous.
I love that.
I love it too.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, yeah, I got to make that. I don't know if I have the patience, but I'll try.
Well, that's why you have it in rotation.
Oh,
So you have 3 in rotation, and when one empties, you
You
clean
already-
that one out, you move it down, and then you start a new batch.
always thinking ahead.
I know.
Man, they really got it. They got it down pat.
But anyway, point is, their bill, we did the math the next day.
Okay.
She was like, my mom's like, what would that bill have been?
Yeah. Oh.
And I had all the prices memorized. I'm like, all right, you had this, you had this. And I was like, it would have been about $460. And then if you tipped 20%, if I wasn't your son, you tipped 20%, it would have been like another 90. And so it would have been about a $550 dinner.
And they got charged
64.
as they should.
As
you
they
know,
should.
sometimes they really come through with that.
They really
wow.
came through. Yeah. It
Holy
was, and
shit.
you know what? It was specifically, it was Eric, and I love Eric to this day for it. He was just like, let's just get rid of some stuff.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
Yeah. But also, aptly so, because that restaurant was doing $1.25 million in sales a week.
I'm sorry. What?
Holiday season in December at that restaurant was at least, I don't know what they do now because they got bought out, but that restaurant, it was doing roughly $1.25 million in sales a week.
And the thing with that place too is they're so expensive, and people go there knowing they're going to spend that money. So they're we're just going to go for it, especially in the holiday season.
Mm-hmm. Well, we tell people the average check is roughly $150 a person. So if you and I were to go for dinner, it would be roughly $300 for just the two of us. A family of 4, $600. Family of 5, 6, 7, 8, because the steaks, cheapest steak is $48. These are prices when I was there. The cheapest steak was an 8-ounce filet, and it was $48, and it came with no sides. The most expensive steak, there's a couple different ways you could go about it. There was 3 ounces of A5 Wagyu, which was $120.
Jesus.
And it was just like this little, these 5 little cuts, little baby, that much. And it was more of it was delicious, but $120. Or there was a $135 tomahawk.
Oh my God.
That was 32 ounces, and that made sense.
Yeah,
for the
of
price
course.
point.
Yeah, that you're like, of course.
But without sides. And then the sides were all roughly $24 to $34, and then dessert, and then appetizers and cocktails. And then we used to get if let's say it was you and I, and we ordered a bottle of wine at appetizers instead of cocktails, the servers are trained to bring a second bottle.
Just so smart.
Rest it. Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's there, and then all of a sudden he tops you off, and the entrees haven't hit yet. Yep. And then he grabs the second one. He's like, well, you guys, you don't want to run out in the middle of dinner. Do you want me to just pop this one open right now?
Yep.
It was already on the check. It was already on the check. Of course it was.
That's genius.
And we could separate it off if we needed to, but I think I did that move 300 times in my 2 years there. Yep. And only once was I like, Eric, I need to have this. I don't know if it was Eric, but that's the only name I'm going to use.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's what I do. Oh, when I'm working and someone orders a bottle of wine, I will refill their glass. If they've taken one sip, I'm there. Oh, I'm there refreshing them. Just enough so I know when dinner comes around and that bottle's half an inch. And I'm like, we should open it. Guys, I mean, you're almost out. You might as well get another bottle. Yeah. Because that's how you do it. But at that place, the wine is expensive.
I had a couple tables during, because it was a lot of families and a lot of tourists. And so we used to know, what are the expensive ones? What are the cheap ones?
Right. Yeah, of course. It's hard to tell.
I think the cheap bottle that we used to put on was Josh Cabernet.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And $70.
That's cheap there?
It's cheap there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then, there were the tables. There was a big table, and it was the Alabama University head football coach.
Oh, whoa.
Alabama, one of the Alabama schools. Okay. And he would do the $395 it's Orange Swift or
man, I'd love to have that money. That's crazy.
Something like that. And he was a party of 18, and 14 of them were drinking wine. And so, one bottle of wine, 4 people. I'm bringing 4 bottles to start.
Oh my God.
And then, say what you want about Fox News and Sean Hannity.
Oh, yeah.
But he would buy the $895 bottles of Opus.
Get that bitch's money.
And
Can I swear?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Phew.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
And then, sorry, Mom.
Great. I love it.
Say what you want about Hannity. 100% tip every time.
Really?
$1,500. Him and 3 friends. $900 tab. $1,800 tab. $1,800 tip. Big party.
Wow.
$4,000, $6,000 tab. Like 20 people. Big private dining. $6,000 tab. $6,000 tip.
No way.
Every single time.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd have one good thing to say about Sean Hannity.
I don't watch him so
No.
that I don't have to stack
But-
up reasons to not like him.
Yeah.
Because I
that's
love
fair.
that man.
You're like,
For
wow,
the
honestly,
one-
for your money,
for the
bitch.
one
take
thing I
his
know about
money.
him. Well, and it's also, you know what he looks like. He's like a stocky
Yeah.
white dude with short graying hair.
Yeah.
He would walk in with like the thin,
Oh, shut
like
up.
those thin sunglasses, just in a suit, no leather jacket, it's just like the thin, and he would,
Stop.
but he was a rock star there because everyone loved him.
Oh, yeah, because everyone's like, he's going to tip
Yeah.
what his total is. Get
Yeah.
him that stuff. Wow.
Yeah, but the managers used a little bit of manipulation on it. It's like, hey, we have Hannity coming in. We're going to put you two on it because you two have been helping us out lately. And it was kind of like a bonus that they didn't need to take out of their account.
Oh, shit.
To,
Was
like,
it
take
was
care-
it Pooled House there?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you would
that's different.
pool on a party. So like
Okay.
a party of 24, if there were 2 servers on it, they would split that. But that's it.
Oh, so
like,
you were fighting to get that table. You were like, it is my...
2 years I never had Hannity.
No way.
Never, not once.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure, and I'll ask Felix about this one day. Felix was the manager.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he didn't like me having long hair.
Is that a
he-
thing? No
It's-
way.
Think about
Was it very
think about the
refined?
environment. It's like, it's tuxedos, bow tie, vest.
There you go.
And I had hair longer than what I have now. And we weren't allowed to grow facial hair in.
Oh, wow.
If you had a beard, you got to keep the beard.
Okay.
But you couldn't go from clean shaven to having the beard because you would work roughly 10 days looking scruffy. And so
Interesting.
what I needed to do, and I was able to get to a goatee,
Okay.
was I
Okay.
went on vacation and I didn't shave for the vacation.
Smart.
But like that took a year.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
thankfully
so-
we're not that strict at my place of
Yeah.
employment. I almost said it. I was like, come visit me yet.
I can message her and be like, hey, she dropped the name of the place.
She
I
dropped
was
the
at.
name. What do we do? Yeah, fair.
Shout out to Kim, my editor.
Oh, hey, Kim. Thanks, Kim. So sorry for what you have to deal with.
Yeah, seriously.
With me, not Justin and me.
No, but it's
Any
me
coughing
every,
fits-
it's me every time, and it's you the one time.
Fair, but I feel like I'm going to make her job difficult. As long as I don't cough,
entertaining.
as long as I don't blow my nose,
Don't
I'll be
cough.
good.
Don't blow your nose.
Yeah, I don't
But
have
if
to
you
ever.
do, face away.
Face what?
Yeah.
See? Perfect.
You're so good on camera.
Thank you so
You're
much.
so good. You're so talented.
Oh my God, stop. Who, me?
Okay. All right.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Am I allowed
Yes, okay.
to movie name drop stuff that you've
You
done
can,
already?
yes, that you can, for sure.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
I
Roll it back.
remember working with Ricky,
Oh,
a
Ricky.
friend from the place that I work at.
Your employment,
And,
yes.
He's a big horror movie fan, and I think he met you first.
Yes, yeah.
And you were talking about a couple movies that you had been in that he was aware of.
Crazy. Insane.
I love the name of the first one, Satanic Panic.
That's good, right?
It's a really
really
good one.
good.
And I remember we were talking like 3 months ago, and you're like, it's on Peacock and Peacock only.
Oh no, that's they/them.
Okay.
Satanic Panic is on
YouTube.
Amazon. Yeah, but I tell people YouTube.
YouTube.
Like,
Did you
it's
get
on YouTube.
you get residuals?
No.
Oh,
I have
then
not
YouTube.
seen a cent from that movie.
Oh,
So
then YouTube.
YouTube. That's what.
Watch it
that's
for free.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
like they/them. I'm like, that's on Peacock, baby. You have to get Peacock. There's no other way to see it. Or Satanic Panic. I'm like, go to YouTube, baby. It's there for free.
You know, I used to have Peacock, and so my parents have Comcast or whatever the fuck in Michigan, and they were like, "Yeah, we get Peacock for free. Here's the login." And I was like, "Great." And
Love.
do you know what we met in July, Barbenheimer weekend?
Barbenheimer,
I
baby.
remember it.
Barbenheimer, baby.
My Peacock got shut off on June 30th
No.
because now you needed to pay extra.
Of course.
So I was this close to meeting you and finding out that you were in a cool movie with cool people who are also in a band.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
And being able to watch it without paying. Then look, I'll watch it.
I'll give you the login. I don't care. I'll give you my login.
The residuals. I'll give you the 1 cent you'll get from me watching it.
Well, I think I get
Just
residuals from
divided
them
amongst
because
the
it's
co-stars.
on, now it's been playing on cable. It's been playing on Sci-Fi.
Really?
Yeah.
On Sci-Fi?
On Sci-Fi, baby. Sci-Fi
Oh my
said, give us
God.
that queer horror. So
I
I love that
love
for
that.
Sci-Fi. Yeah.
I'm going home and my parents have the Sci-Fi channel.
There we go.
I'm legitimately gonna see if it's on there. Well, I'm home for
my God,
5
please.
days. How can it not be
Cute.
on?
Yeah, it's got to be on,
It's
right?
gotta be on.
Around the holidays,
They're
it's got to be.
I love a little suspense,
Right?
politically
Little
challenging,
politically fueled, kind of like,
yeah,
we love
we
that.
love. Why not give something extra at the holiday dinner table
exactly.
discussion with
Exactly.
grandma, who's
Right.
a little bit racist, and
Right. You're like, Grandma, I have the movie for you.
doesn't understand what you're doing with your career.
Right. You're like, what are pronouns? Grandma, watch. They slash them.
Just
You'll
and
love
then
it.
She'd get confused about. I'm guessing people die in it.
Yes.
Horror movie.
Yeah.
So she would be. Yes.
Yes. ASMR.
Do you, we're gonna talk about.
We're going to talk about some horror movies.
Okay, so it sounded like you said we're going to talk about Samara and being
Oh,
on the whole.
oh my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I'm scared of Samara, but no.
Did you see the Comic-Con costume of the girl, I'm guessing, who was Samara, who was walking, she was wheeling around a TV that was on a
Shut
skateboard,
up.
and it had those little flaps that you see in a refrigerator that were painted to look like a static screen.
Shut up.
And then she burst forward from it at people.
Hello?
It was great. And I don't know if it was her hair or a wig, but it was long and long like a girl that drowned in a well.
Oh, she's my new icon.
Yeah.
I have to find this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Quick,
wow.
Quick Google search.
Oh,
It
obsessed
was
with that.
So very
Oh, that's
good.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Horror fans they really
yeah.
they go above and beyond. They know.
So they slash them. They slash them. They them.
They slash them.
They slash
'Cause
them.
It's like that play on words.
And-
They slash them. You know what I mean? Did you just get it? I know.
Oh my God.
I know. Because when they sent us the title, because it was originally Whistler Camp, which is where the camp is. And that was the original title. And then they changed it to Rejoice. And that was the working title throughout when we were shooting. That was when we get picked up by a van, it would say Rejoice. Our chairs say Rejoice. And then maybe 6 months after, when they were in pre-pro or in post-production, they were sending around working titles. And we had heard, they sent around, it said, they slash them. Mm-hmm. And everyone was like,
They them.
They them. Yeah. Okay, that's, fine, but I don't get it. And then everyone was like, wait a minute. Say it out loud. And that's what they wanted, because they were like, no, you have to say the full thing. They slash them. And all of us were like, oh, we lost our minds. We were like, oh, that's fucking genius. That's genius. That's it. That has to be it. And thank God it worked out, because
I love that.
It's genius. It's, whoever came up with it deserves a raise, because that was so good.
Good.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's brilliant.
So that was a horror movie. Horror suspense
Yeah.
thriller. Satanic Panic, horror suspense thriller.
Horror comedy, more so.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Is this the genre that you think you thrive in, or is this just kind of
your
entryway into film and TV?
That's a great question. I don't know. Here's the thing though. I love horror. I could do it until I die and I'd be happy. I genuinely, there's just something so fun about it to me. Maybe that makes me crazy, but I've been a horror fan since I was 6 years old. I've always loved horror movies. I've been that weird kid. I my dad and I, our big bonding thing when I was growing up is we would sit on the couch every Sunday and we would watch horror movies. And that was our thing every Sunday for, oh my God, years, until I went to college. We would just watch trashy horror movies, great horror movies, the classics. And that was our way to bond. But I loved that, really got me into the world of horror. And I was like, that looks so fun. That looks like such a blast. And then when I got the chance to do it, I was like, oh, this is genuinely as fun as I thought it would be. And that's dangerous because I love doing it.
Right.
And it's, I mean, I hope I continue to do it. Like, I mean, I'd love to do other things too. I love comedy. But I mean, if someone comes to me with horror, I'm like, yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. It's so fun.
How do you, because I'm sure you've considered this, because horror movies and like that genre is not looked at as the super successful brand in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever heard of a high budget horror film.
Yeah.
And if someone says high budget, they mean like 8 million,
right.
10 million.
I mean, I will say like I feel like it's gotten a different rap a little bit with like A24. A24 has been great about kind of expanding that world of, because I feel like for so long horror movies were, their own kind of genre and again, not super high budget all the time. But now I feel like A24 has really expanded that world. And also like Jordan Peele's
doing the most.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed. He's my
I
obsessed with him.
I just watched Nope for the first time this last like Halloween season with my buddy James. Shout out James. It was amazing and weird, and it made me uncomfortable.
Yep.
But also, I think so. Jordan Peele, A24, all of that to say, horror, I think, meant something very different 10, 15-ish years ago and earlier. Mm-hmm. And now it's all kind of being redefined. Like Get Out is an entirely different subgenre than Aliens,
right?
The Nightmare on Elm Street, Psycho, anything. Like it's an entirely different genre.
And I feel like too, it's expanded in a way where horror is now not just, these monsters and whatever, but I feel like there's so much focus now on the real horrors of the world that has now been like Black Mirror. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a horror in its...
I made a mental note to as soon as
like,
you said that.
In its own way is a horror, and I feel like the horror genre has expanded in that sense of it's not just scary, the shadows in the dark. It's now like the reality of the world we live in is horrifying. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's also expanded too, because people want to hear about that. People want to talk about that. So yeah, I feel like it's grown in that way, but yeah, I love horror. I love it.
Good.
I love watching it. I love doing it. All of it.
So you and your dad watched probably most of the horror movies out there.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a favorite? Because I do.
Oh.
I have an absolute favorite, and it's a sleeper hit. And I don't know a lot of people that have even seen it.
Oh.
The person that I spoke to recently that I asked this question to, and by recently I mean like August.
Okay.
That I mentioned it to, knew who it was, and it was Ricky.
Of course.
But I want to hear your answer first.
I will. And it's not even one I watch with my dad, which is shocking. It's my go-to answer. It's been my favorite horror film for years and years and years. There are so many. I don't want to offend anyone. There are so many horror movies that are amazing that whatever. But
I am so ready to be offended.
Train to Busan.
Really?
That movie, I had not seen anything like it in so long. Here's the funny part. I am terrified of zombies. I'm someone, like, I fully am so scared of the day that it really happens. I was so scared growing up of zombies. In high school, I was so terrified that I heard of a zombie. There was like a Halloween zombie walk where you dress up as zombies. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm going to go and face my fears. Like, it was that real. And I went with my friend. We were in the spirit of Halloween, all dressed up as zombies. Yep. And I remember we were going to walk around the mall, and they had the doors closed, and they said, all right, everyone, get into character. We're about to go. And everyone started acting, and I almost had a panic attack where I went, this is honestly too real, and I'm going to honestly freak out. I was like, this is too much for me. But I got through it. We made it through. But I do love watching zombie movies. And there was something about that movie that just, it made me sob. I cry still every time I watch. I've seen it a million times now. Yeah. I cry every time I watch it. It's just so well written. The characters are so beautiful and fleshed out, and I love that. Yeah, that's my favorite movie. It's so good.
I have not seen it. I know.
Justin.
I know. Also, I've seen it like scrolling through
Of course,
Netflix or whatever.
Because so many people pass through it.
I didn't know it was a zombie movie.
I'm telling you though, I know.
Yeah.
Because I used to see it and be like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
You know.
Did you see it like recently? Like,
No, I saw the first time I saw it was
it's like 2015, 2014, right?
yeah, I
Like
saw it
when
I think
came
the year after it came out.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
A year or two after it came out. And then I have been can I move this? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
then
perfect.
You can aim it up, and then I can see all of your face.
Great. Now I
instead
can
of
see
just,
because I was really happy. I was struggling.
This is what I was seeing.
That's okay, great. That's what I was seeing too, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm struggling right now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I maybe seen it a year or two after it came out, and then I've told everyone about it. I've made everyone watch it. You have to watch it now because it's perfect.
Okay.
All right, what's yours?
Have you heard of Oculus?
I have heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It is eerie. It makes you question reality. It has
Is that
Karen Gillan, who is from not originally, but like she rose to fame with Doctor Who.
Yeah, she's
and then
amazing.
She's Nebula in the Guardians and the Avengers and the Jumanji movies.
Yep.
With the red
Oh,
hair.
yeah.
And then the guy who plays Robin in Titans is the other guy. And it's mostly them two. Like 90% of the movie.
What's it about? I feel like I've heard. I don't think I've seen it. Now I'm confused.
So
It's about-
my best description is there's this mirror.
Wait, no, I think I have seen it. And there's kids in the mirror. They're in different movie.
They are the kids in the mirror.
Spoiler alert.
It's showing.
Have
I
I seen this? I don't know.
This is also a is it the Flaniverse? The guy that does
Mike Flanagan?
This is a Flaniverse.
The Flaniverse. Oh,
movie.
shit. That sounds
So I
okay.
believe the mirror has appeared in a Netflix Flaniverse. And I might be wrong.
Oh.
But I think I read somewhere that the mirror has appeared in a Flaniverse, or maybe someone found out that the mirror was going to appear in a future Flaniverse.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay.
But the mirror is basically possessed, I think.
Okay. Love.
And the whole backstory, because they're grown up now, but when they were kids, they moved into this house and they got this mirror, and the mirror slowly started possessing their dad.
Oh.
And started warping his version of reality. And I don't want to
Terrifying. Shit. Okay, no, I gotta watch. Okay.
Anything else? I don't want to, because
I feel like I've seen the trailer, but I just haven't seen the actual movie.
It is one of my favorite movies I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And
high tier.
I don't say it because it's one of those, every step of the way you're like, what the fuck is real?
Shit. Oh,
And
I
it
love
did
that.
it, and it did it very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll
Like,
probably watch it tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
I just didn't think I did that good of a job selling it.
No, you did. Look, I'm an easy sell for horror.
Perfect.
I'm like, you tell me a movie, I'm gonna watch it.
Perfect. Let me know all of the reactions.
Oh, I will.
I'm
will.
working, but like send me
I'll send you
real
reaction
time.
photos. Yeah. I'll send you like the or the what? You'll get it all.
You'll send all of those.
I will.
Yeah. Just wait for the moment where I don't want to say.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
now I gotta watch it. Oh my
yeah,
god.
but you'll know what I mean by that.
Okay, now I'm now I'm stressed. Now I
Yeah.
gotta watch it. Ooh, okay.
Okay, you mentioned Black Mirror. I saw a clip the other day. Do you know why it's called Black Mirror?
Your phone when you turn the screen. I do.
Do I have my phone?
Oh, trust me, I am the biggest.
Yeah.
I am the
Wait,
biggest
turned
Black
off.
Mirror fan.
Yep. Turned off the Black.
Look at that,
the
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
I've almost been on that show probably 30
Stop it.
times, and
Shut
it's the
up.
bane of my existence.
There's not 30 episodes. That can't be a real statistic.
I probably more like 3 times, but
Okay, that makes.
but each time it's so close.
Yeah.
And it's just not. And
Yeah.
because that's one of my favorite shows ever.
What's your favorite episode? I have an answer.
I've got 2 answers.
I have
two.
not seen the most recent season because I canceled my Netflix out of solidarity.
Slay. That's the first time I've said slay, and I'm very proud of that. But also, Thank you.
For sure you said it when we took shots, but...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Oh,
Shit.
recorded
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Oh, no. All right, well.
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Do that. What? Hold on. What?
Sorry, what?
Hold on, what?
Oh, no.
Thank God.
Thank God.
That's my new ringtone.
There you Oh, shit.
That's
There we go.
Do you ever see House Bunny?
Yeah, that's what it. Yes. Oh, are you kidding me? That's what started it all. I love that movie. I love her. Oh my
What's
God.
her name? Jennifer? Jennifer.
Oh my God. It's so good. It's genius.
It's so good. Oh, love her.
All right. So my favorite. Okay, I've got two. I can't pick. They're like children. Okay. My one.
First off, everyone has a favorite child.
That is fair,
If
and
you
I know I'm
have-
the favorite.
I know I'm the favorite.
Oh my God, I love this for us.
And I can say this because my sister does not listen to my podcast.
And I was going to say, my brother's not going to listen to anything I do, so this is great.
Yeah, I love that for
Bless.
me.
He's going to watch the first 5 minutes and be like, you did great, bud.
Yeah.
He'll never know.
I saw that, the striped shirt and you talked about
Yeah,
stuff.
you talked about horror. It was great, dude.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Cool, good for you.
But no, okay, so. All right. My second favorite,
Yeah.
is Hang the DJ.
Okay.
It's not very scary.
Is that recent season?
No, this was season 3, I think.
I don't know it by name.
It's
I know
with-
I've seen it because I've seen everything that I saw.
It's the guy and the girl who they have dating apps, and it gives them a certain time for how long. Yes.
Yeah. And then it turns out to be the algorithm working it out in real.
Oh,
yeah.
That's one of. It's just so. I love it. I love that episode. My top episode, maybe because it's the first one I saw. Because someone who showed me it at the time was like, you don't have to watch them in order.
Because they're an anthology.
Yes. So this was the first one I watched, and it truly stuck with me for so long. I was so disturbed.
My fingers crossed.
White Bear.
Who's in that one?
It's about the woman who wakes up and everyone's filming her.
Yeah.
That one really
that wrecked me.
that made my stomach hurt. Like when it's
because we
revealed,
were on her side for 45 of the 50 minutes, and
For
then we
so
find
long?
out. I forget what crime she did. She like killed someone or something.
It was something with a child. It was horrible.
Yeah, and
And
it's just like, oh,
and your
all of a
stomach
sudden
drops.
it's like, fuck you.
I know.
It's like you deserve everything that's happening.
And then the horror, spoiler alert, the horror of her reliving that every single day until she dies is
it's wild that they got us to see her relive that every day and know that that's going to be it and be like, good.
Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm.
But like it just took you on this. Oh no, wait, fuck, there's so many.
I know.
What's
And
yours? All right, what's yours? Maybe it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's the Christmas episode with John Hamm.
Oh, that is really good too.
Yeah, it's kind of divided up, but
I love that one.
They play on the idea of the device that they put in your head that copies your brain, and it shows that he works for the company, and they use that to create a virtual assistant that's basically a carbon copy of
Which
you.
is crazy.
Which
Yeah.
is.
I would not want myself as a virtual assistant. Are you kidding me? I'd forget
if
everything.
I was walking around my apartment
Dude.
knowing that I was also trapped in there,
I'd
be
get
like,
nothing
no,
done.
I'd be a mess.
I would remember nothing.
Yeah.
Virtual
But
me,
then-
no way.
Yeah. But then also like interviewing the guy in the cabin.
Oh,
And-
it's so good.
And then they also that actor is great, and he's
phenomenal.
He's doing more and more.
Is
and
he good? 'Cause he's
is,
fucking phenomenal.
I've seen him in a few more things every year, and it's been great. And I'm
love
happy
him.
for him. I don't know his name, and I feel bad about
me
that.
too.
But when John Hamm just disappears, and then he smashes the radio, and it just gets a little bit louder, and then it smashes it again, it just gets a little bit louder, and then it like zooms out to the real world. And they go away on the weekend, and they
leave him
turn up his reality so that he's gonna live like 3,000 years over the weekend. I lost it.
The thought of that is
But also, he killed his daughter and his daughter's grandpa,
he killed the grandpa.
and then let the daughter die out in the snow.
The daughter went to go find help and died in the snow. Not me being an apologist for this man. No. He did horrible things, but
He was not a good person.
no.
And that's another example of, they got us to agree with one of the worst hells.
Yeah, but also that technology drove him crazy because it was where he broke up with his girlfriend, and then
they were able
she was blind. She blinded him, so he couldn't
Yeah.
see her, and then all this, and he thought it was his daughter, but it was not his daughter because he couldn't see her.
Right, and then she died, and then the
And he
block
lost his
lifted,
mind.
and then he saw her, and then she was a completely different race,
Which is-
and it's like,
Technology will fuck you up, man. It'll make you go crazy.
I had a little bit of sympathy for John Hamm's character.
Yeah, he got
Because
way over his head.
Yeah, and then he walked out, and he couldn't see anyone.
Oh my God, he's gonna be like he was gonna be killed for sure.
Because he shows up red to everyone.
Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, because you don't know what they do. You don't know
Yeah.
what they've done to be red.
Yeah.
And it could, you're going to assume the worst.
Yeah.
And which is what the people did, which is why they were like hitting him or whatever. So
throwing fruit. and
yeah,
stuff.
which like fair. You don't know what they've done. It could be
Right.
the worst case scenario. You're going to assume the worst.
He wasn't the best guy, but
No,
he arguably didn't deserve to be stabbed in the street for what he did.
No,
I think.
I think too, right?
I would have rather he done 6 months in prison and then gone back out.
There we go.
know?
Yep. Prison reform.
That's
You know what I mean?
not-
But that's
not
what they did.
happened.
But the other episode that really
hit
Shut Up and Dance, which is the kid who gets a message from.
ends with the drone, and
It's again one of those where you're rooting for the villain and you have no idea until the very end, and it is so gut wrenching that you're like, how could I have? And I didn't, and it just makes you question everything.
The person sending the messages was the hero the entire time.
The entire time, and you had no clue, and you're like, how could they do this? And then you're like, and you're thrown with something so
really good at
horrific
that.
that you're like, wow, that also stuck with me for a really long time.
That is an approach. I was actually thinking about it the other day, not even thinking about Black Mirror, but I was thinking about why are there no movies out? And I was thinking about with all the DC stuff and Black Adam and my frustrations with how no major motion picture will allow the main character to be a bad guy.
Yep.
And Black Adam in the comics is not a good guy.
Really?
And that was my problem with Black Adam, the movie, and that was my problem with the original Suicide Squad movie.
Interesting.
With the one with Will Smith.
Okay.
In the Suicide Squad, they're supposed to be bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
And they have the chip, the bomb implanted
Yeah.
in their spine, and they're supposed to go into a mission where they're expendable and etc.
Right.
They don't do a single bad thing in that movie.
Wait.
They don't kill anyone.
Huh?
They only save people. They only save the world. They don't do a single bad thing. But you have Will Smith 5 times saying, "We're the bad guys." It's
Like,
it's,
where?
Yeah, exactly.
Bad where?
It's and the only things that they kill are zombie rock formations. They save everyone.
Interesting.
And it's a problem that I have with Hollywood mostly. And with Suicide Squad and Black Adam. Black Adam's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And yet he ends up being the hero. He saves everyone and whatnot. And then they give us this little cut scene with him and Henry Cavill where
Okay.
Superman comes in and he's like, "I was told to talk to you." And he's like, "All right, you can do what you can," or whatever. And then flies off.
Amazing.
And it's like,
Of course.
What? It's like sending Superman to check on another Superman. He
Right.
didn't do anything bad. He turned himself into the bad guys. And then when the world needed him, they broke him out and then he saved the world. He was Superman with a different costume.
Wait, that's
I have a
so.
lot of opinions on this.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
That makes
I know.
no sense to me.
It makes no sense. The whole idea of so many of these characters that they're trying to bring in is they're bad guys.
Right.
But I think big studios are like, why are you going to root for a bad guy?
Right. Fair, but also
Which
it's
is
been
also
done.
why they turned Loki into a good guy for... But I don't mind that because his redemption arc has been coming since 2010.
Oh. Well, there
So
you
like
go.
if you're going to
Yeah.
give it 14 years,
Yeah.
fine.
Right. Fine. There you go.
Great.
But
And I love Tom Hiddleston.
I love Tom.
He does
Hiddleston.
nothing wrong.
I know he's perfect.
He does nothing wrong.
I love him.
Yeah.
Such a baby angel.
Met him once.
You did?
Like briefly.
Where? When? Why? Tell me everything.
The Pinter play that he did on Broadway.
Oh.
My buddy cast it and we went to the
Shut up.
Opening night after party. I met him
Was he nice?
like for a, hey, how you doing? Gone.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair. But did he seem nice?
Seemed nice.
He had good energy. You were like, yes, yes.
He was heavily flirting with a tennis player. That was at the U.S. Open. That was in
As he
Queens
should.
at the same time as
As
his
he
show.
should.
In front of his future wife.
Wait, huh? Wait, what? Wait. Uh-oh. I take that back. Wait, what? Is he married?
He wasn't. I think he's engaged now to a woman that was his co-star in that show.
As
And
it
they
happens.
weren't together yet.
Wait.
So no one did anything wrong.
Oh, okay. Oh my
No
God.
one
You
did
almost made me
anything wrong.
fucking
No,
throw up. I was like, wait.
No one did anything wrong, but like.
But she saw.
Well, yeah, but it would be like being with your
Yeah.
friend that a year later you start be like, hey, you want to date?
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I feel bad. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
no one.
that's
yeah.
horrible. What do you mean?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
He has a pass.
because they
He's
were
good.
co-stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's crazy though.
But like they were co-stars in this show with also Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil,
Oh.
who I met. Like talked to him for a couple minutes.
Oh my God.
He's lovely.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Love that guy.
I love hearing when celebrities are like nice, good people. It's like, oh,
Right.
thank God.
Seriously. It's awful to find out that someone that you've looked at for like and we're actors, so like we've looked at them for a while.
Yeah.
To find out that they're just trash.
Oh, it's devastating.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, that's great. I love that. I'm so happy that I spent so many years putting effort and thought into you to now be crushed.
Yeah. There's a little bit of as well, it's stories. Like what's true, what's not. But also we're in the industry, and so eventually we do meet these people.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, you are awful.
Uh-huh.
But we're also in the service industry. So I remember hearing about like Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods.
Good or
as
bad?
Bad. No. Have you not heard these?
No.
Oh.
I mean, Tiger Wood makes sense because he had all that shit. But
these are
Jordan,
these are like 100 millionaires.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Very rich.
I've heard that Michael Jordan is a notoriously awful tipper.
No.
So like, remember when I said Sean Hannity?
Yeah.
100% every time?
Yeah.
Let's say $6,000 tab, Sean Hannity, $6,000 tip. And I'm speculating, but like I've heard a lot over the years that suggests that Michael Jordan, $6,000 tab, $80 tip.
No way.
Yeah. Like I've heard like 5%, 4%, 3%. $20, $40,
No way,
$80.
dude.
No matter how big the tab is, $80, $60.
That's devastating. Wow.
I didn't grow up a basketball fan, so it's not devastating.
Right,
for me,
but I mean, like, here's the
like,
thing: you see all these rich people, and it's like you don't have to tip like Sean Hannity. You don't have to tip 100% all the time.
100%.
20 to 30.
Yeah.
At least tip like a normal person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're famous and you have a lot of money and you tip anything under 20%, fuck you. Fuck you. That's crazy.
Unless you watched the waitress spit on your food and didn't request it, then you should be tipping appropriately.
Yeah. So I used to work at the Standard, which
Gold bar.
East Village.
Okay, cool.
Which, it was their stories, but it's fine. We're not there anymore. We love the Standard. So Zachary Quinto used to come in all the time. Love him. And he was amazing. He would come in almost every Saturday, every other Saturday with his family. And he had the same order every time. Same thing he'd get, like scrambled eggs, avocado, blah, blah, blah. And he would tip great. Like 30%, 40%. But he was the thing about him, it wasn't even how much he tipped. It was just that he was so respectful every time he came in. He greeted everyone. He was so kind. He never expected anything from people. He was just there to be a person who ate at a restaurant who was normal, which I appreciate. There was no like, here I am. I was on American Horror Story. Blah, blah, blah. He was just a human being, which was so nice to see. And he just treated everyone so well, which was huge, which is not common all the time.
No. I've heard horror stories of people less famous than him.
But those are the ones.
It's
those
like
are the ones,
I
though.
did a guest spot on Law and Order, and now you need
Okay,
to kiss my feet.
slay.
It's like I've done that too. Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone in the metropolitan New York area.
That's the thing. Everyone's
has been on Law and Order.
Everyone's has to. If you're an
Yeah.
actor and you've not been on Law and Order,
You're not an actor.
you're not an actor. Are you kidding me?
Did you watch Heroes? It was a superhero type show back in I think it was 2005.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it.
That's where Zachary Quinto got his start.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Oh, shit.
Highly recommend watching season 1. And
Okay.
then you don't need to do
And then,
anything else.
there's the thing
But
where
he plays the main bad guy.
he
And
does.
so it's kind of like a
Oh.
take on X-Men.
Okay.
There's an eclipse that triggers everyone's mutation to manifest. And so there's an eclipse, and then everyone starts waking up with these different powers.
Oh.
It's great. I'm going to describe it better than the show did at making it.
Love it.
So the eclipse happens, and everyone starts waking up with powers. Hayden Panettiere,
Okay. Yes. Yep. I know what you're
she
talking
was
about.
like the cheerleader.
Yep.
She could heal, kind of like Wolverine.
Slay.
Milo Ventimiglia.
Okay.
That's 3.
I know. I'm at 3 now. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing. Okay. Sorry.
Milo Ventimiglia from...
Oh my God. Yeah.
He had a power of... He could absorb the powers of people that he came in contact with.
Oh, wow.
And accumulate them. So if he shook hands with 10 people that had powers, he now had those 10 powers.
Jealous.
Right?
Great
That was
power.
the
Are you
best-
kidding
that
me?
was
That's
the
a
best
great
one.
power.
Siler, which is Zachary Quinto's character,
Okay.
he could also absorb powers, but his power was he had the ability to figure out how things worked, no matter how complicated they were. And his way of figuring out how powers worked was he split open your skull and looked at your brain to see how your brain worked. And once he saw how your brain worked, he could make his brain work that way, and now he could use your power. So every power that he took was a murder.
To be fair, if he split open my brain, he'd fucking die. He'd be like, what is this? So I think I'd be safe in that world, honestly. I love that for me. He'd be like, oh, fuck. And just like, he would die.
That guy that breaks into the apartment that has nothing, and then the person comes home, and he's like, bro, you live like this?
That would
good?
be him. He'd
Are
open
you
my brain and be
good?
like, are you okay?
Have you heard this story, though?
Were you? Oh, yeah.
No, that actually happened.
Which I feel like that's me.
The guy left and then stole other stuff and brought it back to that guy. He's like, dude, give me an hour. He walked back in with a bed and a TV and
Could you
and
imagine?
like a coffee.
I would really have to be like, look at my life, look at my choices. You know what I mean? I'd be like, am I okay?
Yeah, no,
Because that's
no, I'm not.
that'd be rock bottom for me.
But like new friends.
But new friends, and he got you gifts. He got you moving in gifts. Like that's so nice.
And that guy never questioned where that stuff came from.
No, which like, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But
kinda
like
like that.
to get a thief to just be like,
To be like, woof,
bro,
you are going through
I'm
it.
gonna help you out.
That's crazy.
My family needs to eat tonight, but I'm gonna take a couple hours and
to help
I'm gonna
you out,
help
my dude.
you
That's
out.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hope he's doing well. God bless. Wonder where he's at.
I mean, he's probably doing.
He's probably thriving
but
now.
Those little things really boost.
They really help.
They boost serotonin. They boost
do.
dopamine.
They really do. They fix a lot.
Exercise and like water.
Whatever.
Nah. A stolen
Someone stealing bed for you?
Oh my
Hello?
God. You
I have
mean
a
my
new life.
You mean my life has worth?
Huh?
Thank
you.
God.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Seriously. I wish so. I mean, I have too much stuff.
Oh, me too. Oh, me too. That's the downfall of my existence is I'm a hoarder.
When was the last time you purged? Also, do you want to be in a purge movie? Seriously,
Yes.
I would love to be in a purge movie.
I
want
to
to be in any movie.
I auditioned for the
Like,
one of
just
the
put me
movies.
in.
I'm like, I want.
Wait, there's a show, isn't there?
There was.
There
I don't know if there is anymore.
I mean, it still exists.
Does it? Yeah.
I mean, maybe not.
It came out,
now
right? Yeah,
exists.
the
I
show
don't
came
know.
out.
I think.
I think.
Wasn't the Purge America
I think so. Yeah, I'm one of those
America
actors
something,
that like
yeah.
once I audition for something and if I don't get it, I have no idea
I
if it
auditioned
moves
for
forward.
Daredevil once. Yeah.
Oh shit! For Daredevil?
So I went in, Marvel is always hush hush, but I went in and I got the sides and it was like untitled Marvel project.
And you're like,
Well, I read the sides. It was like 3 sides and I'm like, it's Daredevil. Like there's 2 shows that are announced and it's Jessica Jones and it's Daredevil. And it was like coffee shop attendant.
Got it.
And
Yep.
and it was talking to blonde guy in suit, and I'm like,
You're like,
okay, so
oh.
I'm talking to Foggy. Great,
yeah, you're like, great,
fantastic.
got it, cool, yep.
It's like great, and it was like, hey, what can I get you? Blah blah blah. And it was like whatever, and I think 99 times out of 100 those types of things are like, do you look like a coffee shop guy?
Yeah.
No. Are we going for a Bushwick? Are we going for a
Yeah,
Williamsburg? Are we going for a West Village?
They're very different types.
And they are very
they are
and
very specific.
I can grow my hair out. I can cut it. I can do whatever.
But
I am 1 week away from just cutting it all off. I know.
no, wait,
I
like
know.
like shaving or like cutting?
Like a Ryan Reynolds.
Have you done that before?
Oh yeah,
Does it look good?
long time ago. I don't know.
You got the face for it though. You could do it.
Well, my face is thinner than it was because I'm getting older, but I don't know.
Well, you're 16, right?
Going on 35. 16 going on 35.
16 going on 35, baby.
I'm going to get the kid that played young Ryan Reynolds to play the young me, and he will be the better actor in my movie, and he will have 4 minutes.
That's the worst when kids are better actors. Oh, I could kill myself. No way.
They're uninhibited.
They
don't
really.
care.
Oh, dude.
They don't have
get me started.
anxiety and stress and alcohol dependency.
I'm telling you, when I saw Train to Busan, looping it back, when I saw.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. My old roommate, adopted guinea pigs in lockdown.
Stop.
So we had.
What? Oh, wait, you told me this. How many? Was it?
2. Thor and Loki. Yeah.
I love guinea pigs. Oh my God. They're just so silly. Their little eyes on the side. Oh, I love them so much.
My sister will never listen to this, so I can rat her out.
Please. Let the boy in.
He gets anxious.
I want the boy. Can I hold the boy?
You can hold the boy.
He's crying. He wants mother energy.
He is baby.
He's the baby.
Come in, boy.
Come here.
He's giving very I am the boy energy.
Come here.
Over there.
No, I'll give you so much love. Come here. Okay. See, now this is how the podcast should have gone from the beginning. I could cry. This is the greatest moment of my life.
He will settle in. He's also purring into the
Kitty
microphone, which is
ASMR.
great.
Amazing. Yeah. So anyways.
This is coming to you from Bentley.
From live.
Psst, psst, psst.
I love this kitty.
He's great.
He's so sweet.
He likes just under the shoulder blades.
Under the shoulder blades?
Like where
Like, here?
where your left hand is. Yeah.
So yeah, I struggle with cats because I have dog energy. I come in real hot. I come in like,
You can
you know.
scoop up the butt and like hold him like an actual baby where
Wait,
his belly's
stop.
facing up.
So he's just a sweet baby. Because a lot of
Yes.
cats I've met,
Yeah.
I had a cat when I was,
Oh, he's in.
I had a cat when I was, like, just born, pretty much. Maybe like 2. Look here. I had a cat when I was like 2, and the cat hated me. And I mean, again, send me that. That's incredible.
Yes,
I love it. But I had a cat. Hello.
That's what he usually does.
But
so that
honestly,
means that he actually is
I'm in
warming
for
up
it.
too. Yeah.
But we had a cat when I was a baby, and the cat hated me. Honestly, fair enough. I was an annoying little baby. And the cat was behind the couch, and annoying me was like, give me the cat. So I went behind the couch, and the cat, like, tried to attack me. So the cat had to go, which was unfortunate. But, so cats have just never liked me since I was but a little girl.
Yeah.
I just have dog energy, you know? I just come in real hot.
I get that.
And that's why dogs love me, because I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. But cats, they're too temperamental, just too sensitive, you know?
He is, baby.
But he's great though. He's come to me with open paws.
Ooh.
And I really appreciate that.
I love that. Love that turn of phrase.
Thanks. Although I will say, when I talk about animals, I call their paws hands. And when I talk about humans, I call our hands paws.
Yeah.
So like the other day we were at work and we were giving caviar bumps to people. And they were like, tell them that we'll give you the caviar on their hand. And I went up to a table and
I'm sorry. I stopped listening at caviar bumps.
Isn't that phenomenal?
That is the best thing I've
The amount
ever
of times though that people laughed in my face when I said that, and I said, fair, but please stop. I'm so insecure. Don't laugh at me like that. But I went up to a table and I went, yeah, we're giving out caviar bumps. So they'll put it in the crook of your paw. And I went, huh? And I looked at them and they looked at me and I said, never mind. And I walked away. I couldn't finish. I was so embarrassed. And I had rehearsed it too. I was like, in the arch of your hand, in the crook of your hand. And then I went, in the crook of your paw. And I've never been so humbled. So I'm trying to fix that now.
I'm all for my time coming when it comes. But I wish that I was of status enough to be invited to one of those parties.
Me too.
Where you would have been the server offering caviar bumps on my paw.
Right. On my paw? I know, dude. If I was at a restaurant, look, I don't eat fish. I'm not a fish person. That grosses me out. Caviar grosses me out.
I don't like caviar.
No, I've never tried it, but I'm terrified of it.
I tried it once. It's like, no, it's not good.
No.
It's barely fine.
Right. And in my brain, I'm like, it's fish eggs.
It's fish eggs.
I can't get past that.
It's, have you ever, I don't like boba tea. Have you ever had boba?
I love
okay.
boba tea.
Okay. So imagine, those are big, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm already freaked out.
Imagine tiny, salty. Yeah. That's it. That's the whole thing.
No, thank you.
It's tiny, salty. You need a fancy spoon because metals apparently make them taste different.
Yep. We have glass spoons.
Glass or pearl. We had pearl at Del
know.
Frisco's.
Oh, shit.
It was weird. And then the people don't know.
No.
And
Are you kidding me?
And so an $80 little pearl spoon can just get thrown away. But they make $1.25 million a week, so who the fuck cares?
It makes me question a lot.
I know that's a hot take, but
it makes me question a lot. It
makes me question a lot.
Yeah, but here's the thing: at the restaurant, I'd go up to people and I'd say, "Hey, if you want to be a little lush for the holidays, we've got a deal. It's $25 for an 8-gram caviar bump, and then you get 3 ounces of prosecco." Here's the thing, right? If someone told me that, and I was out, I'd do it. I don't like caviar. It grosses me out. I would never eat caviar. But if someone said it like that, I'm a dumbass. I'd do it.
I am susceptible to the moment.
Peer pressure, I'd give in. I'd be like, I want to look cool in front of everyone. I want to be like, yeah, bring the caviar over.
I want the story.
Yep.
I want to know that I did the thing.
Yeah, right? And be like, I did that.
Yeah.
I really did. Yeah, I had a good night.
Yeah.
I got a caviar bump.
It was a special.
Yeah, it was a special. It was not all the time. It's a one night thing.
They still make money on that. It's like, I don't care.
Okay,
celebrity.
Give me it. Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was only me. It was only my take.
It was only me. But yeah, I couldn't sell a single one. I was devastated.
Couldn't sell a single one?
No.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. But I did sell 2 $130 steaks that night, so I was really proud of myself. But I really wanted that caviar
Was this that
bump.
current spot?
Yeah.
You guys have $130 steak.
We do now. We do now. It's a porterhouse. And this man, I
that's overpriced.
Extremely. But I mean, we come out with the basil water and brush it with basil and then salt it in front of you. But I will say, this man, I don't know his name. I don't know where he lives. I don't know his occupation. But I would like to marry you. He came in with his 2 friends. He ordered the porterhouse for himself. Ate the whole thing. I love him.
Good for him.
I love him. I want to marry you. I don't know who you are. That level of confidence and to do that was so, I was like, I'm obsessed with you. I want to give you everything for free. I'm obsessed with him.
I crushed one of those tomahawks from Del Frisco's by myself.
I love that. I think that's so, I love it. He sees himself.
I gave him a mirror so he could see how handsome he is.
I love it so much. Are you kidding me?
I'm not. That's why that's
But he
there.
deserves it. No, he should though, because God, he's beautiful.
He's freaking out. He definitely doesn't know what's going on.
He's like, the fuck? There's another cat, but he should know how handsome he is because
He's very handsome.
He's gorgeous.
He is. He's beautiful.
Look at him. I love you.
Did you figure it out?
Come here. Come here. Come here. I got a treat. I don't have a treat. Do you want a treat?
I know you don't have a treat. You do the
ASMR. I don't want to upset him.
Come here.
If he jumps up on you, I'm gonna scream.
I live with him. He's my roommate.
Fair, but I am just a girl, and he should understand.
Oh no.
I have to go.
Oh.
I've got to go.
It's almost like I've known him most of his whole life.
Doesn't matter.
Kind
I'm a woman. He should understand what we've been through. Oh, when I hear the purrs, oh God, you lucked out. He's beautiful. He's such a sweet
really
baby.
Great. He's a good boy.
Oh,
You ready to see him held like a baby?
please. You are so cute. Do you know? You should know. You're
knows.
perfect. Oh God, he's so sweet. Oh, I miss having a pet. Oh, he's so cute. Look at those blue eyes. Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't get. People are always like, "I love your eyes. They're blue eyes." Blah blah blah. I don't get it. I see people with blue eyes. I don't understand. Your cat?
You get it.
I fucking get it.
Get
I
it.
finally understand what people mean when they're like, "I love blue eyes." I get it.
Yeah.
Never gotten it before. I get it now.
Yeah. That's it. It's also a powerful combination with the red hair and the blue eyes.
Is it? Okay,
Yes,
good.
it really is. No, you're fucking crushing it. It's
Thank
fake.
you.
It's, but like,
It's fake,
it's
but
fake.
killing
but, like,
it.
I don't believe you, but like I still see you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of people though that do think it is natural.
Because
Because I fill in the eyebrows. The eyebrows really sell it.
No, I mean, I did not know it was not real.
Really?
Until I asked. I thought it was real.
Thank God.
Because
I wish I was that lucky.
I saw you every few weeks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I never saw roots.
It's because I'm blonde. They don't grow out the same.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay, but you wore a blonde wig
I did.
in a
Okay.
recent project.
It really made me question a lot though, I will say.
What did it make you question?
Let me tell you, I put on that wig, right?
It was a good wig.
It was a great wig.
It was a great wig.
There was a lot of complications with that wig that I've dealt with since, but
Uh-oh.
we won't get into that. But
We can get into it.
I shouldn't. But
Shouldn't.
I had an allergic reaction. It went not well. But that wig was so good. So it really. Oh, hold on. My hair's hot. Oh.
It was good to the point where I'm like, did she dye her hair?
I had so many people
Yeah.
when I posted a photo of me in the wig on my Instagram, just as like, guess who? So many people were like, "Are you okay mentally? Are you having a breakdown? Why did you do your hair like that?" And I was like, "That's not my real hair. I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm working.
I'm working.
doing what
I'm
I
working,
love.
bitch."
Yeah.
Like, but it really it stressed me out a bit because I put the wig on, and so many people were like, "You look phenomenal as a blonde," and I went, "Uh-oh. What do you mean by that?" Because I went through this before, but with the red. What do you mean that I look good as a blonde? And like I didn't like how I looked as a blonde in that wig. I really was like,
Is that close to what your natural hair color is?
absolutely not.
It's
No,
like
my
a
hair
dirty
is a
blonde.
very dirty blonde, almost a light brunette. Oh my God, such a baby, but almost a brunette, I'd say. So it's not anywhere close to that, and I could never live with that blonde because my hair would fall off.
That was near platinum.
It was platinum. My hair would fall off. I couldn't exist like that. So realistically, I know it's not possible, but it did make me be like, did I mess up? Did I make the wrong choice? But no, and I know that, but it really made me question a lot. I was like, uh-oh. I think my whole life is going to be a back and forth of, is it red? Is it blonde? Is it red? Is it blonde? But I think the red is a better choice. Looking back at photos, I think the red, it sticks out more. With the blue eyes, it makes it more, but so many people like blonde, but a lot of people, I'm going to go on my TED Talk, a lot of people like blondes, and those people are men, and I never want to appease men. The crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never want to appease to what men think is attractive, so I'm going to stay red forever, baby. But that's how I feel. Thoughts?
Am I allowed to have thoughts on this?
Please have thoughts on this.
Okay. I like the red. Yeah. The red.
See, that's a good thought.
The red feels right. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's because I met you when you were red.
Fair. But no,
But I also saw the blonde and I was like, oh, she might have actually colored her hair blonde or bleached her hair blonde.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, see, I've wanted to be a redhead since I was a child. Like I've always wanted to be a redhead. I've never felt like I should have been blonde. But being in the industry, everyone's like, stay your hair color.
Yeah.
That's it. So I just thought this is, yeah, exactly. So I was like, well, this is what I should obviously, I would never go outside of this. And so many people have been like, you have a great hair color as a blonde, don't change it. But then, I got to a point where I was like, I really want to try it. And I also think when I was blonde, I mean, hair color for me is not whatever. I'm not going to get into it, but I just felt like I never fit being a blonde. I felt like I just felt like the type that I wanted to portray, or that how I am as a human. I feel like people look at blondes and are like, oh, you blonde.
I get that.
Yeah. and it was annoying to me. And I've always wanted to be, do comedies and stuff like that. And I never got taken seriously as a blonde, or they'd be like, oh, well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the minute I went red, it just kind of, changed a lot of how people in the industry saw me, which really helped. And it just was more of what I've wanted for my career, I'd say.
This is why I'm considering cutting my hair.
See, I do get it, because it really does make a difference.
It really does.
It really does.
And my hair is pretty long right now.
It's really long.
Take this off real quick, and then you can still hear.
I mean, it looks great, but it is long.
Thank you, but it's long, and I'm getting a new round of headshots in January.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because it's been like 5 years, and although I haven't changed a lot, thankfully, because I'm a guy.
Fuck. Yep.
Yep. Sorry, but yeah. I haven't needed anything new, but my last round of headshots was short hair, and I've kind of kept a little bit longer hair because I've kind of gone with the idea of they see it longer in the audition, and then they see my headshot, and they're like, oh, we can go back to that, or we can do that, or anything in between.
But that's real, though.
That's real, but 90 plus auditions.
Yeah.
And 0 bookings.
And that's the issue, is like, we say they can see this and just know they can go back to that. But I feel like sometimes
they just need to see it.
They have to see it.
They have to see it.
They can see you as a certain, there was so many times in my career where I've auditioned for something where she's a different hair color. And I'm like, okay, but they can obviously understand how I look as that color. And then I wouldn't book it, and they're like, well, we just want to go with a redhead. And I'd be like, but I could be a redhead. You could make me a redhead. It's
$80 an hour.
Right. I'm like, what do you mean? That's not crazy. But they just wouldn't see it. Or if a character, I had really short hair for a long time in my career where it was chin length. Chin length.
Like a bob?
I had a bob. I had a fuck ass bob.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, and like,
Do you have pictures of that?
I do.
Can I acquire them for
Yeah, of course.
just
Yeah, of
making
course.
fun of you reasons?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look,
Cool,
it
cool,
made
cool,
me,
cool, cool.
it worked, I think, when I was younger because it made me look older. And I've always played older, just career wise. So it helped. But now being older, I'm like, I don't want to fucking look older. I want to look young and youthful.
I mean, I'm looking at you now and I'm thinking, all right, this is a 23-year-old
Oh,
actress.
I could cry. I could cry. I'm going to
And
throw up. Thank you so much.
Obviously, you don't want to play a 19-year-old anymore. So you
No,
grow your
here's
hair
the thing.
out.
Yeah, I want to be in my
Oh God.
20s. I could never. Oh, I could never.
I look at like these breakdowns of like the Degrassi cast, and it's like
Oh
how
my
old
God.
they were and how old they played. There was or like Andrew Garfield. I love Andrew Garfield. Don't get me
Love
wrong.
him.
Love Andrew
Love him.
Garfield. The man has never done anything wrong in his entire life. Probably. He is 41, and he just played Spider-Man like 2 years ago.
No, he's not.
Andrew Garfield, I believe.
No, he's not.
I believe he's 41.
You're out of your mind. There's no way he's 41. I don't believe you. Nuh-uh.
He's 40.
Huh?
August 20th, 1983. Yeah, so I was off by like 9 months.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right. But like,
Wow.
but he played Spider-Man.
Like what, a year, 2 years ago?
I mean, he played an appropriately aged version of Spider-Man 1 or 2 years ago, but he played 19-year-old Spider-Man 10 years ago.
Oh,
When he was
30.
30.
Oh, shit.
He's a person that I bought.
Yeah. Where you're like, that makes sense.
I get it.
Yeah.
And also, he's great, so why not?
He's phenomenal.
But like, you look at casts like Degrassi or any of those
Glee?
like Outer Banks.
Yeah.
Like the main guy, like the I don't know. I watched season 1 and I don't remember any of the main guy with the longer hair. He's like my age.
Oh,
like I'm
shit.
33. I think he's like 31. He was playing like a 19-year-old in the Outer Banks.
No,
when
I
he
couldn't.
was like 29 or 20.
Like
It was
Riverdale.
lockdown. Me and my Riverdale. That's a great example.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
I've lived that. You know what I mean? Like there are stories I want to tell of people in their 20s, wherever in their 20s, but I feel like I just don't want to tell the story of anyone under 20 years old anymore. Because I feel like there are people that can relate to it more. And I've dealt with more than that now, where I'm like, I'd rather be in the world of someone in their 20s versus an 18, 19-year-old. Like, I can never play anyone in high school. First of all, looks-wise, but also mentally, no,
You
I
could
don't
get
want to
away
do
with
that.
high school.
You
You could do like a Rachel McAdams Mean Girls type thing.
Okay, now something like that would be fun. But
Right.
But
Like that's also stretched reality.
Right. Like a realistic, no way. You know?
But like they always do this where they show us, okay, this actress is playing a senior in high school, and this is what an actual senior in high school looks like.
And you're
it's
like,
that's not.
Yep.
This 26-year-old woman does not look like a 17-year-old.
No. And there would be so many times where I'd get auditions and I would turn down, like, even when I was 26, I would turn down high school roles, but it was very specific. If it was a character who was in high school, who was in an actual high school, I'd say no. I'd be like, I can't do that. But if it was someone who was in high school, like a senior, who was just existing in a world, like in a story that has nothing to do with her high school, she's never at high school, she's just this old, I would do it. Because I'm like, because if you cast
like a Jenny Ortega in Scream recently, where
Sure.
she's supposed to be like 18, but
yeah, like
they're never in the high school anyway.
right, that like I couldn't do something high school where there would be other high schoolers because I would look old as hell or I would just not look right. But if I was playing a high school age in a story about like a mom and a dad who were on a trip and we're blah, 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 that's fine. But I was very specific where I was like
RV. with Robin Williams.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. JoJo. By the way, and I'll say it first.
Say it.
I'm not going to say it first.
Say it.
But I will say it. JoJo's making a comeback.
She is.
JoJo's making a Taylor Swift level comeback.
As
because
she
the
should.
same thing happened to her as Taylor Swift, where
Wait.
someone owned all of the copyright to all of her music.
No way.
She's been re-recording it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As she should.
JoJo.
Because JoJo shaped so much of my young life.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Great.
me?
She's great.
I just got on the Taylor Swift train. Are you a Swiftie?
No, I'm not a Swiftie. And this will offend
Wow, I'm shook.
1/3
It should.
of my guest base. I dropped an episode Monday with a Swiftie.
Oh.
I have an upcoming episode with a Swiftie, Caroline.
Okay.
It's already out.
Oh.
It's on all of the
Amazing.
things.
You're not a Swiftie?
I'm not a Swiftie.
Wow.
I'm a Kelsey. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh.
I think that she's great. I think she's wildly
phenomenal.
talented. Yeah. It's just not my kind of music. I respect it. I
fair.
appreciate it.
No,
I acknowledge its greatness.
Great. Okay. That's
but
fine.
it is not what I listen to.
That's fair. Fair enough. We'll take it. We'll take it. I will say I've listened to her music over the years. I've not been like a Swiftie. I've never, if someone was like, "Do you like Taylor Swift?" I was like, I like one of her songs, like whatever. The past year.
Did you see her?
No. I
Well,
can't even
you
talk
didn't
about
have
$5,000
$5,000 to spare.
I mean, that's fair. I'm working in a restaurant. I'm broke as fuck.
Yeah,
but
SAG was on strike.
I was on strike. I had no money, but I am obsessed with her. I literally went from someone who couldn't, like, if you mentioned her, I'd be like, that's great. I love this woman. I'm obsessed with her. I love her music. I want to date her. Travis Kelce.
Might have missed
I'm
your
next.
chance.
No, stop! Don't say that.
I'm sorry. It seems like they're
gonna get married, I know.
And like she's dated
I know.
women in the past. So
Allegedly?
it's not allegedly.
We're not trying to out Taylor Swift.
Allegedly. Well, I mean, we're not doing it. We're going on paparazzi stuff.
That's fair.
So it's not like we know something that the general public doesn't.
Yeah, that's fair. I've got you, Taylor. Don't worry.
You're a little too tall for me, but thank you for your consideration.
Oh, she's like the perfect height for me. I love her. But
Is she? She's taller than you.
she's taller than me.
Yeah.
It feels
perfect.
a little bit like, I'm so small. But her and Travis Kelce, I do love.
I do like that. Yeah.
I think they're so
I mean, I
sweet
think there's a 90% chance it's fake.
A 90% chance?
I think there's a very high chance that it's fake.
Get into this. What do you mean? 90%. I thought you were going to say 90% chance it's not. 10% it is. Fine. Get into it.
I mean, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
90% chance it's fake.
It's
10%.
real. No, 90% chance it's real.
Oh, no,
10% chance it's fake.
No. I 85 to 90% chance that it's fake.
Why?
I mean, NFL numbers have been dropping
Okay.
a lot in the last few years.
Okay.
And Taylor Swift is arguably the biggest performer this year. And
Yep.
then I don't even think arguably. I think that she's
She
the
is,
biggest
for
performer
sure.
this year.
Yep.
I think the arguably might be like the last few years.
Oh, yeah, that's
23,
fair.
22, 21.
Fair.
And Travis and his brother, I don't remember his name.
Jason.
Jason.
I'm a
Have
fan.
a podcast, and
Yeah, I
they're
listen to
very
it. It's great.
personable. Do you listen to
I
it?
do. I love it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I hope they have you on one day.
Me too.
Yeah, and I hope they have me on one day. I don't really know a
Slay.
lot about football, but slay.
It's 4.
Well, it's 3 for you and 1 for me.
I love this.
Yes. The way that it boosted sales numbers.
I mean, yeah, it is crazy.
The way that it boosted viewing numbers, it just doesn't seem like an accident. Like you're telling me, like, you see it on social media, you see it on TikTok, you see it on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now all of a sudden the football wives are leading the way. Like, oh, when did the Chiefs play? And it's like, okay, they're the 4 o'clock game, they're the 1 o'clock game, they're the 8:05 game, they're Monday night, they're Thursday night. It's like, and they're leading the charge, they're organizing the parties, and then all of a sudden everything is happening to watch the Chiefs play, and I don't think that's by accident. I think that's kind of orchestrated. I think that's kind of a little bit intentional. And you know what? I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're
because
wrong too.
I want happy people
I
to
want
be happy.
yes,
you
and
know?
I want them to be happy together. I love them together. I wish she was with me, but I love them together. I don't know.
Met her, you can't be jealous.
Yes, I can.
Have you met her?
No, but I saw her
Neat.
down the street.
Neat.
I was going. She actually
How good did she
made
look?
me late to an event. It's honestly her fault. Not like it was my fault for being a little late, but I was going to a premiere with not for a movie, I did for a friend's movie, and we were leaving her house and we were trying to get Ubers or like a Lyft, whatever, and everyone was canceling, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, why is this so hard? We're like right here, I don't understand. And everyone's canceling on us. They'd like wait a little bit, cancel. So we went to the end of the street and we're waiting for a car, and there's hundreds, if not thousands of people on the street. And we were like, what is happening? And finally an Uber is coming, picks us up. And we were like, what is happening down there?
T-Swift.
Taylor Swift, Electric Lady. She was recording at her studio that she always records at.
Electric Lady.
Electric Lady. I think
is
that's
that?
the name of
What-
it.
is that the name
that's
of
the name of the studio. Yeah.
Oh, no way. Where's that at? Is that New York,
That's
LA?
in New York.
Okay.
It's like kind of West Village-ish, I think.
Oh, wow.
But they were like, Taylor Swift just came out. And I went, are you? And I went, pull the car over. I got to go see if we can catch her. We didn't catch her, obviously, but she made
Otherwise,
us technically
you
late.
two would have been engaged.
We would have been
at this
engaged, and
point,
she
yeah.
would have been like, you're the love of my life. I would have been like, oh, I know, stop, annoying, like crazy, that's stop. But she made us late for an event, technically, because no car would pick us up because it was so crazy. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it. And like, I guess people had just heard she was there. Like, no one knew she was there. No one saw her go in, whatever, but people had heard rumors she was there. Jason, I have never seen anything like it. It was about like maybe a block and half an avenue. Hundreds of people packed to see her exit and get into a car. It was crazy. I wish I would have been one of them, but damn.
It's wild how many people like chase.
It's insane.
Celebrities.
It
just
scares me,
around.
honestly. It's really terrifying.
Yeah.
That's one part of the industry that like I really have never. I didn't think about it for so long. Like I will say, like I had, nothing to even like a B-list celebrity, but I never even like understood what it was like that people talk about you or say things about you in that regard at all. I did Satanic Panic, and it was right before the movie came out, I think. And I started getting tagged on Twitter in tweets from people. And I remember there was one specific tweet that tagged photos of me, photos that were from Justin years ago. Years where like, I don't know where they dug them up. Photos of me and my dad, photos of me and my family being like peace sign, like just photos of us like smiling, like hands, like whatever.
Oh, I laughed and now it got invasive.
Oh, it's
and now
very
I'm not-
invasive.
and I'm not laughing anymore.
No, I mean, it's kind of funny. It is kind of funny, but now it's funny. But at the time I was freaked out because like photos I would have never known how they've gotten of like us doing like just hand, like peace signs or like whatever, being cute. And uploading all these photos on Twitter and being like, she's in the Illuminati. She's been inducted. You can tell that her parents, and my dad doesn't know this to this day. I hope he doesn't watch. He doesn't, because we had hid it from him because I knew he'd be upset. People being like, her parents fucking put her in the Illuminati and they sold her soul and blah, 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 blah. All the, like, honestly.
Like a little indie horror film?
I'm telling you, it it was unbelievable. There was multiple tweets of this and saying all these horrible things about me, about my family. Thank God my little brother is the peak troll of the internet. So I said it to him and I was like, I'm freaking out, dude. Like, I don't know what to do. And he went, give me 10 minutes. He went onto his fake Twitter and he bullied these people into deleting the tweets. When I tell you this, I love my brother. He's my favorite person in the whole world. He sent so many tweets being like, I'm not even going to get into it, but he basically bullied these people and like they would block him. He'd make a new account and be like, surprise, Shawty, it's me. Like he was crazy. Like my brother is crazy, which is why I love him.
It's like nothing
He's
else
like,
to do
gotcha,
except
bitch.
this.
He's like, surprise, it's me. Like he came back from the dead. Like he would not let up. So they deleted all of them. But it like truly freaked me out for a minute where I was like, how did you get these of me? Like, this is really scary. And again, that is on like the F- Z list person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the farthest away from anyone who's famous. To have even that happen, I'm like, that I can't, my brain can't even comprehend being someone like Florence Pugh or like I can't even, that's what scares me is because I'm like, people are scary.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. Ugh.
I also hope that I don't become super famous and successful.
I want to become successful enough where I work. No. I want to become successful enough where I work all the time and I have a career. But like that other stuff is so scary to me.
If
people
ask,
are crazy.
Yes, people are crazy. If people ask, it's always easiest to like do a comparison.
Yeah.
And my go-to comparison is like a Jake Johnson.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like probably well known around the world.
Oh yeah.
It's wildly talented.
Yep. Crazy.
But like I don't know if he's ever gonna go and do like an Oscar performance.
Yeah.
But like also I don't know if I ever want to go and do an Oscar performance. I want to work consistently. I would love to do a sitcom. I would love to I would love honestly. Okay, so this is my question.
Okay.
And this is what I was going to ask
Oh,
earlier.
interesting. Okay.
Like earlier, like 5 minutes ago.
Great.
Is there a dream scenario that you would want to accomplish in the next like 5 years? Like something like a movie, like a horror movie, like an action movie, like a Marvel movie or a DC movie, or like a sitcom, a Black Mirror episode. Like if you could pick one,
I would love.
Understand that like I know Marvel seems like it's the biggest and the best, but like a lot of them have not been received very well recently. And also a lot of the ones that have been received well, they're doing so much that you can go and do one and that doesn't kind of it. Anything anymore. So my reference for that is Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah.
Like Simu, who plays Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if we're doing another one, and I don't know if I'm appearing in this or that or the other. And he's like Shang-Chi came out, I don't know, years ago.
Yeah.
Like at this point. So Marvel isn't necessarily the golden goose that it used to be.
No.
All right. So with all that in mind, do you have
I mean, look, I'd love to do Marvel. I would. I really want to be a super something.
Do you have an opinion on who you would like to play out of the entire universe, cast or uncast?
No, anything.
No,
anything. Truly, I would just love to be. I would love to be a part of Marvel in some way. I don't care in which way. I'd love to be a part of it. But for me, I'm a big movie person. I love movies. You know, so many people are like, I want to be on a TV show for my whole career. And it could be my ADHD, but I would love to do movies because I like the ability to switch from character to character, to go from thing to thing. And yeah, there's something fun about TV and sticking with a character, but I like jumping around and being able to tell different stories versus being stuck. So I'd love to do just like a bunch of movies. But Marvel, I really want to do them.
Yeah.
What about you?
The opposite.
Really? You want to be on a TV show?
I want to be, well, I want to be on a sitcom. And
Sorry, I'm trying to protect your baby.
of course, I want to be on a sitcom because I've
Oh.
grown up on sitcoms.
That's
and
fair,
I feel like that is one of the best experiences.
And the money's so good.
And not even the money. Like it's like I grew up, Friends was my favorite show.
Oh, okay.
And so watching these 6 people, and I knew there were people, I knew there were characters like
Of course. Yeah.
Monica, Ross, Chandler, but
Yep.
like I also knew that they were like David and Matthew and
Yeah.
Jennifer and like all of these people that were showing up to work every day and having that much fun.
Yeah.
And I would love to be a part of something like that. And you know, I've watched I've listened to the podcast with Jake Johnson and Max Greenfield, where they talk about being on New Girl.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jake Johnson is my spirit animal.
I can see that. Yep, for sure.
And he's just like it's the closest to a 9 to 5 that you can get.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like showing up for normal work hours. And
yeah.
doing the thing that you love.
Yeah.
For like normal work hours. And I don't know, he's in a good spot.
I'm in love with him.
Yeah.
He's really giving me love. Sorry.
Showing up for like normal work hours. And like I've heard so many different big actors talked recently about like, I'll read a script, and if I see exterior nighttime, done.
Wait, really?
Done. Like they don't want to do
No
overnight
way.
shoots.
I love overnights. I love them.
You're
Interesting.
young.
I mean, yeah. You think I'm young?
I think you're young.
Thank you so much.
Young.
Oh my God.
You're so young.
Oh my God. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm
How
so
young
young.
you
I'm
are.
so young.
Yeah.